Hey guys, this is week one of moving to New York, starting with pretty much no money, no connections, and no followers. Yeah, it's honestly, if I had to describe this in short, if you're not gonna watch the whole video, this experience has been soul sucking. Like, I don't know if I've ever wanted to quit music more than when this first week. It's been so tough. The financial stress, the lack of sleep, the constantly feeling like I'm getting screwed over by life. Like, I can't tell you how many times like I've missed my train, missed my bus, and it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's like when it's like you're getting back from a gig at like 4 a.m. Not even a gig, like an open mic at like 4 a.m. and your next bus is like an hour, and so you end up just walking for 30 minutes. Like, it is ridiculous, like how many times stuff like that's happened to me, and it just almost breaks me, at that point. And it's like, why am I doing this? I've met some pretty cool musicians, but only like two or three really stand out to me as like really talented. I met the winner of The Voice season 16. Her name is Malin, and she's really sweet. She's literally the best singer I've ever heard. Like, no one I've ever heard has that kind of pitch accuracy and vocal control. Yeah, but she followed me on Instagram. I followed her back, and unfortunately I DM'd her and she didn't respond. Because she was helping me out. Like, what I've been doing a lot of is just trying to learn from people who know more than me. Like, I met this like really successful journalist who's like running an open mic. Obviously, I talked to Malin because she had a lot of success, and yeah, just learning from people who have been in the scene longer than I. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten any like gig leads. It's been a lot of just playing, and people tell me I'm good, but anyways, I just got on the train, and I meant to say that sorry about that. The trains are really loud. Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna say, like, I've met a lot of people and gotten compliments, but like no like actual leads to gigs or like opportunities, and honestly it's really discouraging. I've been like, this is the first time I've like struggled to like with food. Like, I originally planned to make money street performing, but it's like they don't let you use amplifications in the park, but for some reason like the saxophone player can like blast where you can hear him like halfway across the park, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna play my soft acoustic guitar. I don't know. Yeah. And then I tried the subway, but it's like you have to play acoustic on the platforms, and the trains are so freaking loud, like no one can hear you. And then you can play in the mezzanine with amplifications, but which is like the top platform above the subway. But like, it's like everyone's such in a rush they can't hear you. So like when I can't play at a park where like people are actually like relaxed. I don't know. It's just really upsetting. So it's like I don't have any money. I'm just living off of savings, a little support from my mom, which is like, I don't know, hasn't been much. I still have to budget really, really much. I'm trying not to rely on anyone, because my goal is to make a living off of music, and I guess in a way to sort of like show anyone can make it. You don't need to have a bunch, basically using what I saved up from my job and getting gigs around town, like where I'm from, and I have enough to cover about like 10 months more, barely, and it's scary. I have learned a lot just about how the industry works, because like I came here and I don't know anything, I really don't. And Like my plan is basically just was learn from the people who do, and I've learned that you need to have a pull. So that means like the venues here are competitive. You need to have people who are gonna come, and that means you're gonna need to have numbers that are like 20 people plus that are going to come to your gig, and that's tough. No one knows me here, and so what I'm working on right now is just refining myself. Working on social media a little more, working on my craft just to grab people's attention, because like there's a couple like times, because like here there's so many unique acts. It's like I want to have that factor that makes me like I want to see that guy's show when I play an open mic, because like I've been to certain open mics where it's like, okay, yeah, this old guy's gonna play on his guitar and like sing songs that are like so freaking slow. It's like I just want it to end. But then like some guy will do like this really unique act, and like his energy's crazy, music's great. Like, and it's like that's the kind of performer I want to be. It's like to make someone be like, this guy's got the stuff, and that's what Malin was telling me. She was like, when she started, she would just go to a bunch of open mics. She would go to other people's shows, and like she told me to like go to some bands that I like and ask if I can open up for them. And I think that would be a great idea. It's just like I'm sort of building my connections as much as possible. I've only been a week here, so I've been really discouraged, walking around hungry, like no food, no money, like feeling hopeless, it's really tough. And it's hard to see myself going anywhere, but I like to think like where anyone else would have given up if I stay the path. That's what separates me from all the other people who try to do the same thing. I can see what they say when they said the city will eat you alive, because it's really been tough on me mentally. I'm sorry this is kind of all over the place. A lot's happened this week. I played 6 open mics from I played 5 open mics Monday to Friday, and all of them had their unique things. There's one that I really want to go to again. It's called Under St. Mark's. It's like this theater under it's like this theater building underground, and it's really cool. The energy is crazy. Like I love these venues here because it's like everyone's just like really really excited to hear you play. Like most people are like, they're not like the open mics back home. Like open mics back home are like everyone just eats and doesn't pay attention at all. And then but like here it's like everyone's focused on like the performers, and I really love that. Honestly, I think some of the venues in Austin, Texas were even better than here. Especially because you got to play more. Like the thing here is like the sets are like 7 minutes, so it's like you got to play either 2 short songs or 1 really long one. So what I'm thinking I'm working on is my looper pedal, because I want that to set me apart. I really love it. It's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna work on making some looper versions of my songs, and hopefully it makes the show good. I probably will only be able to play like 1 song at St. Mark's, but I might be able to do 2 songs at this other place that says 2 songs. They say 2 songs are 7 minutes, but go a little over. Some are really strict about the 7 minutes, some aren't. Yeah, I've been so busy. It's like I'm constantly doing stuff. Like I'm also adjusting to adult life, like just buying my own groceries, doing my own laundry. Like, I mean, I've done laundry, but it's like I gotta keep track of everything, like all my belongings, and just like stay organized and like organize my day. It's just a different feel, And I'm also living in an apartment. Oh, I think I mentioned the apartment, but it's like there's this like old lady who's like really mean sometimes. She's been nicer to me. She, she's given me some food, but the first time I got there, she was like, "Where's my rent?" And it's like, oh my gosh, bro, like chill. I'm gonna give you your rent. And so it doesn't make me really happy. But yeah, honestly, I don't really want to be at this place, but if I have to spend a year here, it's the price I pay for staying so cheap. This area is really safe. I really love it. It's mostly Hispanics. And most of them, a lot of them, don't speak English. Like it's really tough to communicate with a lot of people around here. But I don't really feel unsafe, which is great. Yeah, I feel like the loneliness hasn't really set in because it's like I still call my friends a little bit. I'm constantly busy, so I don't really feel like that lack of companionship, but I know I will at some point. I've met like some acquaintances through open mics, but like no one who's really stuck with me, who like I still talk to. I reached out to this one songwriter on Instagram, and she sounded interested, but she didn't respond to me yesterday, so I'm kind of cooked. I don't know. I like to think of my path as a musician kind of like not a straight path, definitely. In college you have get the degree, build the career, climb the ladder, but it's like this is like get 1,000 dead ends and go down 1,000 tunnels to 1,000 dead ends and find one path to success. And I've heard I'm a big fan of Dean Lewis, and he wrote Be Alright and How Do I Say Goodbye, and he talks a lot about his career, and he said it's like putting in like 100% effort, 101% effort for that 1% chance of success. It's like trying 1,000 times and only succeeding once. But it's like you fail hard, but it's like this rewards are great. So right now I would say I'm sort of optimistic. It's only been a week. I'm gonna keep trying, with the little money I have. I don't know how much I'm gonna try with busking. Like I don't know if I want to try going car to car, like going through like the subway cars, because again, it's really hard to hear me. Even if I do sing like the higher stuff, it kind of strains my voice a bit. I don't know how much money I'm gonna get. But mainly I'm focusing on getting a gig, because that's when I can start like selling stuff to get a little bit of money. Because right now I'm making negative figures. Yeah. There was one point where I had $0 in my bank account, like legit. I don't even think I asked for money. I just like had $0 in my bank account, and I was living off of peanut butter and jelly. So, hard times, but I'm happy. There's been times I have not been happy, but for the most part, wouldn't go back home. I'm going back home for like a day because I have doctor's appointments and stuff back at home, so I'll be able to eat some real food for once. But yeah, right now I'm just grocery shopping and stuff. Thank you for anyone who's following along. I know this is a really long video, but this is the first week here. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. There's probably a bunch of stuff I left out. If anyone's interested, just in kind of like the little details about what I've done. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate any comment. Helps me know I'm not alone. And yeah.